So it's been a few years since I reviewed the Vuzix blades, and I just wanted to show y'all how they've held up since I got them in about 2020, I want to say. Not well. They have not held up well. As you can see, there's a few more things. In the case, I got some accessories for them. I got the inserts, the prescription inserts, and I got the sunglass clip-ons. So, fun thing about both of these, you cannot wear these simultaneously, so you have to pick one or the other. So that's really cool. Vuzix app support. App support has mostly gone out the window for these, which is also really cool. Spotify no longer works. Their version of YouTube isn't even on the App Store anymore, and they have not updated their version of the news in about 4 years. You can still watch YouTube via the 2 browser apps that they have, but I don't recommend it because it's kind of a pain. You can still use Amazon Alexa on these, but it's a very dumbed down version of Alexa. You can't even stream music or podcasts on it. Let's talk battery life. These things kind of suck at battery life. You only have like an hour and a half of battery life. Depending on how much you use these, you might be able to get a day out of them at most, but you would be very sparingly when you use these. So what are these good for anymore? You can still get notifications. You can still use them as headphones to get calls and listen to music and whatnot. You can also use them as a camera, but it's kind of hard to get the files off of these glasses because the app kind of sucks. Overall, I'm really disappointed with how Vuzix has handled the longevity of these. And support for these ended in like 2021, so like a year after I got these. So these run a very old version of Android, I think Android Lollipop. And one of the selling points for these was you could create your own apps using Android Studio. So I thought it would be really cool to make a ChatGPT app for these. So you could tap it aside, ask ChatGPT some random question, and it would spit it out. But unfortunately, I am not a programmer, and I do not feel like spending $100 for some guy on Fiverr creating an Android app for something I never use. I tried using these, I really did, but they are just too bricked. But Vuzix has come out with different glasses, these Z100s and these Shields, which I would like to get my hands on. You know, being a YouTuber who reviewed the product, I thought that I would have an okay time getting a pair to review. But no, you would be wrong. Apparently, Vuzix does not send out sample tests to people.
So they finally took pity on me and sent me a pair of Z100s.
So that was a lie. Instead of Vuzix saying something like your channel is too small for us to send you a sample, they straight up lied and said, no, we don't have any test samples. So that's really cool, Vuzix. I gotta say, I'm really disappointed with how these turned out. There's a lot of technology in here, and you could do a lot of cool stuff with this, but they just canceled support for it so early on. So I just wanted to give y'all an update on how these glasses are doing since the Vuzix Blade video I did on it about 5 years ago is the most popular video on my channel. So thanks for watching the video, and until the next one, Captain Q-Tip signing out.